Hello everyone and welcome back to the House Witch Tarot. It is Sunday, May 11th. Having kind of a very slow day, as I tend to on the weekends. I probably say that a lot. But I do have a bunch of stuff to prep for this week, including the full moon in Scorpio tomorrow. I believe it's full moon. I gotta check my calendar again and get ready for that. But yeah, just kind of prepping for the week ahead, seeing what's coming, as has been happening lately. I don't know where my words are. One card has already fallen out, but I'm waiting to see if the guides have anything else to say. If anybody spirit team has anything specific that they want shouted out from the rooftops for everybody. Just feels like the message is a little incomplete with the one card, so I'm waiting to see if something else jumps out at me. But it doesn't feel like it's going to be a big jumper kind of day. So let's finish this shuffle and see what else we got going on. Okay, y'all, so the first card that fell out is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I think that there is a lack here. Well, I think that there is a desire here. It's not directly a lack. It's not that you don't necessarily have the ability to do something, or that by not having this thing that you like will suffer. That's not at all what I want anyone to feel like is happening. I think that there is something you're yearning for. And I say that because it was followed by the Six of Cups, which is very much about like nostalgia, a return to childhood. So I sort of feel like this is a midlife crisis reading for my millennials, because this is kind of us, right? Like I've been watching videos about this, how you've had the prior generations with their midlife crisis, right? They get the fancy car, or they get the boob job, or they cheat and they go start a new family with someone 30 years younger than them. Do not recommend, right? But for us, one, we can't afford to do most of those things. Two, I know a lot of people already have had a lot of cosmetic surgeries, or they get Botox and things. So like doing another one isn't necessarily going to fulfill that midlife crisis position. But I do feel like there's a lot of nostalgia, right? We're all very hooked on our old TV shows. We've seen the reboots, the tattoos, the merchandise that comes out that directly appeals to us. And I don't think there's honestly anything wrong with that. We could be spending our money on a lot of other things, but I feel like this is for the people who maybe haven't found that niche that fulfills that nostalgia requirement for them. And I don't know if that's because what you like is literally such a small percentage of what our childhood was and growing up was, that like major corporations don't think that there's enough money behind it, or if there's like something, you know, like fever dream movies and stuff, like you're the only one that you know that remembers that one thing. It sort of feels like that you miss something, that you don't really have people to share it with, but it's about an easier time, a simpler time, something that has emotional fulfillment. And I feel like that's what's missing here. And I am not saying that we can all be better people if we just have more stuff, right? Like that's not necessarily going to help in a lot of ways, but having things that we have an emotional attached to, that is very human. That is very normal. And so it's hard to like wake up and feel fulfilled some days when you don't have even just a small like little figurine for yourself that you can look at and feel good about and be like, I remember the good old days. So I feel like for those of you who maybe feel like you're missing the boat, feel like you haven't found that thing, I wouldn't really worry about it. I do think that thing is coming. You're going to find it through like the TikTok shop, or it's going to be some random seller on Etsy. It's not going to necessarily be like out in the world in like a major way, right? What I almost think is going to happen is I think you're going to reconnect with someone from your childhood, is kind of what I'm feeling now, right? Because in this card, it's almost like you don't have people, right, to connect with or that understand this thing that you're missing, but there is going to be someone who understands that emotional capacity that you are looking for, or like I said, fulfillment. So I would say don't, I want to preface this. I hate advice like this. I don't know how to say it another way, right? So just take what I'm saying kind of with a grain of salt and apply it to your life the way that you think is accurate. Don't go looking for this person or this nostalgia, but keep your eyes peeled, because I am telling you, you are going to get an ad on social media. You're going to walk into a coffee shop and see somebody or hear a song, or you're going to walk into a thrift shop and see that poster of the movie that, you know, is coming to mind right now for you, that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is here. I can't believe you're here. I can't believe we're running into each other after all this time. But don't go peering around the corner in every store you go into. Don't dig on the internet, because it's not going to find you that way. I hate that. I hate that so much. But I don't know how else to let you know that you have to let it kind of come to you what this thing is. And then I think you'll find that kind of happiness, that moment of spark that you were looking for. And I'm not saying this thing is going to solve all your problems. I'm not saying that you'll suddenly come out of a depression or have $1 million hit your bank account or anything like that. I am saying simply that we all need a little thing, right, to get us through the day. Some of us, that's our iced coffee. Some of us, that's playing random games or going to the Ren Fair or whatever it is that brings us back to a point of play. That's the word I've been struggling with this whole time. Play is what you're looking for. And, again, if you force it, it's not fun. If you have to drag people along who don't understand or don't want to listen or don't care, it's not fun. And then you might start to resent this thing. So let the universe kind of drag it into your life, or let it show up into your life kind of randomly. Let it be a coincidence, right, for you whenever this thing happens. Kind of a different reading today. I haven't done something like that before, but that was the vibe I was getting. So y'all let me know if you're looking for something or what kind of feeling you're hoping for, because I would love to know what everybody's fave nostalgia thing is. And drop it in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.